Dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yup, what's good, original crew, man? We're back today with another body cam from Explore with us. Come explore with us. We got man secretly records moments leading up to killing. Now I know, ain't no way, see.
Right.
And if you could, I ain't gonna say all that for people to, you know. Yeah. If you're gonna do any crime, man, make sure you record it. We need all the evidence so we can lock your ass up. Right? But hey, with that being said, before we get into it, make sure y'all check out the links in the description box.
Down below.
You already know where to go if you want to first support. All you got to do is check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's visuals,
like it with a thumbs up.
Always, man, we'll highly appreciate it. But let's dive into it, y'all. Let's see the stupidity of today's visual. Ready?
Yeah.
The events of April 3rd kicked off with this frantic 911 call made by Courtney Clenny.
Operator Dodge, what is the address of your emergency? Area man, please.
These?
Ma'am, listen to me. You need to stop screaming on the line and give me the address.
I can't feel my arm. 3101. I can't feel my arm.
Ma'am,
so my boyfriend is dying of a stab.
Ma'am, what is the address?
Baby, I'm so sorry. Baby.
Ma'am, can you hear me?
See.
What is that?
Listen, ma'am. I'm sending help.
The operator never did manage to get the full address from Courtney. Thankfully, someone else in the building had heard signs of a disturbance and asked security to contact law enforcement.
Good.
City of Miami Police 911, Operator Dodge, what is the address of your emergency?
It's emergency. I'm calling because there's a fight is going on. Yeah, there's a fight going on right now.
Is it a physical fight?
Yes.
Not only did this caller share the full address, but he also shared the specific apartment number where the altercation and apparent injury took place. Since this report matched the partial address Courtney gave, the operator was able to confirm that this was likely in reference to the same incident. Now that they had this information, officers raced to the scene and wasted no time making their way to the apartment in question. The scene they found was every bit as dire as Courtney's hysteria on the phone suggested.
Police are here. Shh. Hey, come on. Get up. What? You leave. Get up. Get up right now. You get up right now.
Why do you have to keep him upright? I just want to keep him
Get up
upright.
right now. Mommy, wait, how is it? Get up right now.
Baby, wake up. Wake up. Shh, wake up.
What's your Courtney?
Courtney. Just keep him sitting upright. Leave
Courtney, listen to me. Get up. Come on. You gotta get the dogs in.
Is he going in there telling him to get up?
He's telling her, I think. Because she like...
He just said, Courtney, listen to me, get up.
Courtney is her name.
I swear I thought he's... my bad.
Mommy, wait, how is it? Get up right now.
Baby, wake up. Shh, wake up.
What's your Courtney?
Courtney. Just keep him sitting upright. Leave
Courtney, listen to me. Get up. Come on. You gotta get the dogs in.
Okay.
Get up.
Just please go. Please.
Listen. Get him up. Get up right now. Drop it on the floor. I'll help him out. Get up.
Oh, no. No, I can't.
Get up.
I can't let this. Okay.
It's back on.
Wait, it wasn't. Guys.
Relax.
Why? No, guys.
Relax.
Boss, what's going on? Wait. Hey, you good? What do you have?
Relax.
Where are you getting from? Yo.
Guys, please.
Relax. Sit down.
Here. Okay.
Sit down.
Just let me.
Sit down.
Okay. Baby, come here. Just sit down. Please, just make sure he's okay.
As first responders struggled to control Christian's bleeding and contain Courtney, the harrowing situation threatened to spiral even more out of control.
How old is he?
He's
27. He's about to turn 28 in like 2 weeks.
27 years old.
We have his birthday planned for Barcelona.
Come on, stay here. Come back.
Fuck a birthday plan, girl. What the fuck that gotta mean? We had a birthday plan for Barcelona. What the fuck that?
Back.
Get the dog out, man.
Come here.
What's the dog's name?
Come here.
The other one. Ranger.
Ranger.
Get the dog out. Ranger. Over here.
He's too worried about the
Ranger.
damn dog.
Hey, it's like his dad, so he's.
Ranger, come here.
Okay, Ranger, let's go.
Ranger, out.
Ranger, come on, babe. Hey, it's like his dad. I'm
Ma'am,
not going in. I'm not going in.
doesn't matter. You stay right here.
Okay.
While officers
I'ma
inside
go-
raced to help Christian,
Reason why Ranger don't want to lose sight at the end of the day, man, best friend is his what? It's his dog. And that dog gonna stand beside you you know? And that dog gonna lay beside you, weep and everything. Damn, bro, that's sad.
as they waited for emergency medical
the dog
services
be
to
known.
arrive, Courtney remained frenzied.
Guys,
Even
please
when
tell
you
me
be
what's
sick,
going
your
on.
dog-
I just want to make sure that he's gonna be okay. Please, like, tell me what's going on. I'm looking you, I'm looking you in the eyes, girl. Like, please tell me if he's okay. Can I please stand up and see?
No, ma'am.
Please, like, if it was just
No,
wife.
ma'am.
I'm covered in his blood because I'm trying
Okay,
to save
I
him.
understand.
She said she's his wife.
She said,
Please, like, if it
Please, like, if it was
If
your,
it was
your
his-
if
but
it was
you're-
your fucking wife.
oh, what? Like, oh, okay.
was just
No, ma'am.
I'm covered in his blood because I'm trying to
Okay,
save
I
him.
understand
I'm trying to save him.
that. I understand that.
And if I don't, and you can't, then
Okay.
what will I do with
All
my
right.
life? I need him. He's like my other half.
Things might have been quieter inside the apartment, but the situation was growing more urgent by the second.
Hey, fire rescue's here to help you out. Relax, boss. Hey, you're bleeding a lot from here, man.
Just like the officer said, fire rescue arrived just seconds later and began working to stabilize Christian enough that they could move him out of the apartment and into the ambulance waiting downstairs, a task that turned out to be easier said than done.
Hey, relax, man. Relax, boss. Hey, relax.
Hey, Christian. Oh, Christian.
Come on, guys.
The EMS team was in for quite a surprise while assessing Christian.
Is he under arrest?
We don't know what we have, but he has to
Is
go
he under
somewhere.
arrest?
No, but he started moving, so we don't know if.
Let me make some room for the stretch and all this stuff.
That's right. The first officers to respond had actually handcuffed Christian as well as Courtney. Not knowing who the aggressor was, this would eventually become the main question of the investigation that followed.
If an individual, well, I guess they don't know where the punching room is. You know what I'm saying? But if I see an individual like bleeding out, I don't know the proper protocol. That just don't seem right to put him in handcuffs, right? See.
Yes, I don't know either. I don't know what you want from me. I don't know the proper I'm like, yes, I agree.
Load.
We gotta take these cuffs off.
Yeah, we need the
Can we get these cuffs off? You don't have
I mean,
But literally,
I
he's the
have
only
key,
one that.
but I didn't want him. I didn't want him fighting. So
No, we need to save him.
I understand that.
Both Courtney and Christian would be closely scrutinized in the hours to come. But for now, medical attention took priority. Christian was
only one
uncuffed
wound.
and released into the custody of the paramedics.
No, you good.
I'm just saying he's the only one with the wound. Like,
Yeah.
it's. I mean, I get you don't know what situation you walking into, but in that moment, you see someone bleeding out. My first thought is to
I don't know. save a life, and not try to victimize someone. I mean, not try to not victimize, but the other way.
Suspect that they are the. I mean, I understand he don't know who the aggressor is or whatever the case may be, but my thing was to be at least get her in handcuffs and try to get him stabilized.
Yeah. Because the whole time where y'all putting him in handcuffs, we could have been like getting him the attention and help, trying to identify the wound, applying pressure, but you put him in handcuffs, and then we'll figure out like, bro, like not applying pressure could have been, you know?
Yeah.
Medical attention took priority. Christian was uncuffed and released into the custody of the paramedics. However, they ran into another, even larger issue almost immediately. Upon seeing what was happening with Christian, Courtney, who had been moved outside, launched into a fresh wave of hysteria.
Sit down.
That's not a body bag. It's
Sit down. Sit down. Body bag. Sit down. Sit down.
Oh my God.
Good. Listen to me. Sit down. Sit down. Don't move from there.
Why are you?
You're not helping anymore. Everybody's here to help him out. Let me
That
go.
was not a body bag, is it?
No.
It was, in fact, a body bag, but not for the reason one might expect. The hall leading to the elevator was too small for a gurney, not to mention crowded with people and debris. The EMS workers were forced to improvise and fashioned a makeshift sling with the only item they had readily available. Only once they were out of the tight confines of the apartment were they able to get him onto a proper stretcher. With Christian being rushed to the hospital, the police were left with the only person who might be able to explain what on earth had happened in the apartment, the still distraught Courtney.
Listen, the detectives are coming, you're gonna talk to them, and then you're gonna explain yourself.
But I'm gonna be covered in blood. I look crazy. I was holding him while he was spurting blood, trying to stop the blood.
I need you to be calm.
Motherfucker, why the fuck you care about how you look? You get what I mean? You won't give a fuck about how you look. Let's go ahead. Let's go. Let's make sure, especially if somebody attacked him.
Okay, and explain to me exactly what happened.
I just feel like I'm gonna throw up because I feel like he might. I just need to know that he's okay.
He's at the hospital. We don't know yet.
Okay, there's no way I can be at the hospital.
Right now, no. We're conducting an investigation.
Zero chance.
Why? Why is that?
Zero chance.
Why is that?
Because we need you here.
We're doing an investigation. That's why.
We can all watch.
What the hell, 22nd floor?
Okay, I know, but
That's
please,
high.
like, you're making me like as
Just-
much when I go in there. Can you please just get my t-shirt and sweatpants?
Despite Courtney's pleas, the only sanctioned change to her wardrobe was the addition of a robe. When the detectives arrived, the officers were instructed to take Courtney to the police station for an in-depth conversation.
Can I say bye? Can I say bye to my dad? I'll be right back, boys. I'll be right back, okay? You can get. I'll be right back. Ranger, without weather. I'll be right back, dude. I'll be right back. Okay?
Her farewell to the dogs might have been emotional, but by the time she reached the Miami-Dade police station, Courtney sounded far more collected and casual than one might expect.
Wow, this looks like the Dexter office. Look at that. Never been in something like that.
See, this is
Oh, it's supposed to be Miami Police Department.
Let's have you
to
sit
make a joke.
Instead of replying, the officers escorted Courtney into an interrogation room to wait for the detectives.
Oh, that's why they got it in black and white too.
Just do this for me so I can check
Because of the.
Is that what's on the pencil? That's just the color of her.
I'm assuming it's the cut for YouTube
It's
purposes.
the color. It's like a two-tone color.
Yeah, for YouTube purposes.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's a
Yeah.
you know.
Pink and cream or something. Pink and
It ain't what you think it is. YouTube.
pink and white.
It's the design of the.
It's
huge.
Like a paper towel or tissue or anything.
Yeah, okay,
I've been crying a lot.
When she was left alone, Courtney appeared to once again become deeply distressed.
Please, God, please, God, just let me. My dog, please. God. Christian, you okay? Somebody can come here.
Yeah, we're gonna start talking soon now. Just getting everything set up.
Sorry, I'm not trying to be like, I'm just like, I just cannot believe the way my day went.
Yeah.
It's way worse. I really want to get to the hospital.
Yeah. We'll talk to you now.
I desperately want to get to the hospital.
Right. I mean, either way, so you don't rush, you still won't be able to see him at this point, obviously.
You still what?
You wouldn't be able to see him at this point, so that way you don't have to, because you're still working, you're still taking care of him, it's a process. So I don't
I just want to be there when I can.
So, yeah, we'll talk about that, okay?
Okay.
After receiving tissues and water, Courtney was alone again to continue her emotional ruminations.
Working. Please, God, don't take your shit completely away from me. We're not going to work out, but God, please let me talk to him again. Let us both tell each other that we're sorry.
After 15 minutes, she was joined by detectives who were eager to learn how on earth the bloody scene in the apartment came to be.
My apologies for being absolutely covered in blood.
Listen, you don't have to apologize, okay? I completely understand. All right? Things happen. You can't control us.
Courtney shared some basic info about herself and Christian, including the fact that his birthday was in just over a week. Once again, Courtney became emotional.
Just take a breather. I know this must be very rough for you right now.
No, we were supposed to go to the park with my dogs today. Like, I just is not how I expected this to. Sorry.
And how long have you guys been together?
About 2 years.
How long have you been living there?
Since the first or second week of January. We moved here January this year together from Boston.
Do you guys work here in Miami, or do you guys have your own business? Or?
I do social media, so I'm an influencer, I guess is what call it. Yes, I'm an influencer. And he does stocks and crypto.
In addition, Christian sometimes helped Courtney create content for her Instagram and OnlyFans accounts. In the interrogation room, Courtney quickly succumbed to her emotions again as she described her future plans with Christian.
We have the dog picked out.
I ain't know she did OnlyFans. See, did you?
Maybe. I don't know. I did. Oh,
Girl, you ain't no influencer. If you doing OnlyFans, you a sex worker. I said what I said. If you doing OnlyFans in that nature, I'll say.
Yeah.
OnlyFans, everybody on OnlyFans don't do that type of content.
Right.
But if you are doing that content on OnlyFans, you ain't no influencer. You just a sex worker. Call a spade a spade.
It's a golden retriever. We're going to name Mello. So we're going to get a house. So we can have a backyard. Because I have 2 dogs and then we're going to have 3. So we're planning on staying here for a while.
Okay.
I just hope we get the opportunity to do that.
Once again, Courtney composed herself and returned to the matter at hand.
Thank you guys for giving me water and fishes.
No, definitely.
Is he okay?
He's still at the hospital. They're still,
I know.
monitoring him and talking to him. So we're waiting.
Oh my God! So he didn't even have to have surgery.
Well, I don't know. They're still doing X-rays and stuff like that. So I don't know yet. I'm waiting to hear a response.
That's all I have to know. Thank
Okay.
God.
Courtney sounded relieved, but in reality, Christian was far from being out of the woods. Only time would tell if he would survive his grievous wound.
Once we're done, I'll go talk to them again and see what's the update. Okay.
Hopefully I'm over freaking out and like I'll be able to see him or whatever.
Does he have any family?
He does. He is.
Yeah.
He is. His mom and grandma. He's closest to.
Mom and grandma?
Mm-hmm.
We're here in Miami, or?
They live in Dallas. I think his grandma may still be in Nigeria because they visit a lot, but I think that they're back in Dallas.
Okay.
He has a brother that lives in, I think, Houston. I don't know where his sister lives.
Do you happen to know off the top of your head their phone number, or?
None of theirs, no.
Okay. What's his mom's name?
You know, he told me. I'm terrible. I really am.
You know my mama name? I know your mama name. I know your daddy's name. You know my daddy's name. If you're in a strong relationship, you know those things. Benefit of the doubt, I will give her Nigerian names.
I'm pretty sure he probably like, if you can't pronounce it, just
call her
this.
Because a lot of them
do have. If you can't even remember that, then that's still an issue.
A lot of them do have what they call it, the American name.
Yeah, y'all been together 2 years. You should know.
Yeah.
The people he's closest to, you should at least know their name.
Like I could tell you all the African
I ain't saying you should know their number.
Like,
but I know your mama number. But you should.
Yeah, I don't know your mama number, but your mom has my number.
Yeah, I know you don't know my mama number, but I'm just good with like remembering certain stuff, not everything. Yeah. But you should at least know their names, at least, you know.
Yeah, yeah, and typically like how Nigerians try to do when they do have like American names, try to get a name that's typically easier to remember. Yeah, like I know several Nigerians named David, Samuel, or they have some type of, when it comes down to like Precious, God's gift, stuff like that. My roommate, he wasn't Nigerian, but his English name was Alex. Yeah. So it's not that complicated of names, you know?
It's like remembering.
And I met her multiple times. I've been to her house, and
You've been to my house and you don't know my name?
I mean, how many times have you seen her?
4 times. So I got a chance to talk to Christian today.
To who?
Christian.
Who's Christian? Oh.
The victim.
They haven't told me his name yet.
I don't know if I'm the victim. No. He's definitely the victim. What'd you say?
Courtney then launched into her story of the lead up to the argument.
Yes.
Was you talking about the way she said
If
it?
I'm the victim, he's definitely the victim. Why do you feel like you're the victim? But anyway, come on.
Okay.
Courtney then launched into her story of the lead up to the argument.
Yes. Had just gotten back together. I had broken up with him, and then he came back the last 2 nights, and everything was perfect. And then got into an argument, and I ended up getting scared, and I think that I overreacted, or not overreacted necessarily, but reacted, and I just didn't know exactly what might happen. Before anything happened, we were going to walk my dogs down to this park over by the Paramount, which has the beach volleyball and basketball court and all that. We're gonna walk them over there and let my dog Ranger play soccer. That was my plan for the day.
At this point, the detectives finally hit pause and made Courtney aware of her rights.
Would I be able to talk to my father? Because he's pretty much acts as my attorney with, not for stuff like this. Obviously, I've never been in this kind of situation.
Is he an attorney?
No.
So he doesn't act as your attorney. He just acts as your, not a scapegoat, but somebody's being a protective parent. Mm-hmm. A protective parents act as if they're a lawyer in a situation, but when it's real law, they can't act on your behalf. Right. They're not an attorney. So don't say, "Can I talk to my parents?" No, that's your phone call you'll make.
Right.
They're not a legal counsel. So, how old is she?
I don't know. Remember
he's 27.
He's 27, about to be 28. I heard a 23. I don't know if someone accidentally thought that she said that he was 20. I don't know how old she is.
Okay. He's just.
Well, we'll give you a chance.
Wouldn't know what to do.
If you were under 18, then yeah, I would provide you a phone call to your father. But you're over 18, so.
I don't feel like it. I was sitting there in a freaking puddle of my boyfriend's blood, begging him to please not give up on me, just serious. My boyfriend is not dead, is he?
Well, he can't talk to us right now. Either way, he's in the hospital.
I want to go sit at the hospital. Am I going to be able to do that?
So far, right now, I can't give you an answer. Okay, we just have to go through everything.
How you feel about these detectives? They hockey annoying right now. But I know
that
understand
everything just happened and stuff like that, and I know y'all trying to get whatever. I don't know if y'all trying to make her feel comfortable first, but you not even knowing the victim's name, and you like Christian, who's Christian? Oh, no one told me anything. And why you bro. I needed you to take as much time as you need to get, to familiarize yourself with what's going on and the names, and then come in. Case before you know what I'm saying?
At least somewhat.
I don't know.
Know the victim name. Know a little bit of some information before we start.
I know it's not much to go off of because you have nothing. You literally have Christian and you have Courtney, and he's not able to talk. It's just
a 911 phone call from a different resident.
Yeah,
that said
and it's
they overheard.
You don't have
something.
much. I get that, but yeah.
No, this just happened.
After a bit more consideration, Courtney decided to go ahead with the conversation. The bloody tale she was about to tell was shocking, but the most horrendous details would come from some unexpected additional sources.
Okay.
You guys have a history of domestic violence?
Yeah.
How many incidents you think you've had?
I don't know, but we shouldn't be together.
We say 1 or 2, or just too many to.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I haven't touched my ankle. It's what? Like, I just want to take a shower, God. Okay. No. We can.
I'll get you
I'm not trying to interrupt, but.
No. You keep on.
She should have. Never mind. I don't mind my business.
This is absolutely the most insane that I think I've ever been involved in.
I think anybody that goes through this
without
would be
a doubt.
just insane.
After allowing her to dab away some of the blood on her leg, the detectives gently steered Courtney back to the original question.
Have you made a report before?
No.
You've never made a report?
Oh, I did in Dallas, actually, about a year ago. And he was detained.
And what happened there?
He had pushed me in the lobby, but it wasn't like a big deal, and they made it a huge deal.
Mm-hmm.
And he ended up getting taken to the hospital or jail or something.
Yeah.
Which I don't think it was necessary, but yeah, he had been. And then also, I had been arrested for it as well in Vegas in August. So he and I each had one.
So you just scared over the fact that you went to jail?
But what I was saying earlier, I said I'm just gonna let it ride. I don't know how, this ain't my profession. But I was like, she shouldn't have even been allowed to be like wiping away of the blood and stuff like that. I guess she hasn't like washed away, but still.
I get what you mean by that.
Yeah.
But no, it's funny how it's like.
I've been and I was arrested in Vegas in August. No biggie. Like, girl, what?
But yeah, from the jump, honestly, they should never been together. Not only should y'all not have been together, to relocate to a whole nother state far away from family and friends. Because in a situation like this, you need to be able to be with somebody who get close contact with you.
Right.
In a situation like that. Like, especially if you're in an abusive relationship, you don't need to be in it anyways. But if you are in one, you need to be in the vicinity that, or if it could get to that point, you need to be in the vicinity where family and friends could be able to get to you as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
So if you were in that much fear, I wouldn't have relocated all the way to Miami.
Yeah.
And we having that horrible relationship where I feel like we shouldn't be together. Why are we in Miami?
Facts.
What happened in Vegas?
The incident in question took place almost a year prior, on July 27th, 2021. Fortunately, the detectives didn't have to rely solely on Courtney's recollection, as the entire call had been captured on body cam. Back in July, when the police officer arrived at the hotel where Courtney and Christian stayed, the pair had already been detained by security.
So, Chris, why am I here today? Tell me what's going on.
We're having a great day. And we were supposed to go to dinner like at 8:30. She goes to sleep. I wake up at 5. Morning on the couch, she asks me to go to the bed 3 times, which I did. And he called security. For some reason, there's no reason to be here at all.
So, obviously, you're here because she called security. What were you guys arguing about?
Started with a call. She asked me to go to bed. She's like, you hate me? I was like, no, I don't hate you, babe. I'm just like disappointed. Bad. Like, we didn't do anything.
How this disappointment over missing dinner had escalated to an altercation worthy of police intervention remained unclear. But what Christian said next proved that the situation was even more serious than the officer likely suspected.
Did anybody hit, punch, spit each other?
It was. They had my mouth on my face.
When the officer went next door to talk to Courtney, however, she said that wasn't the case.
Things got blown out of proportion. Like to the max. We were going back and forth, like getting really loud. And I decided to call because we were getting really loud. It wasn't because I was scared or anything. It wouldn't hurt me. But I felt that we were either going to get kicked out or wake people up or something because it was just like escalating.
Okay.
And I thought it was going to disturb everybody, so I felt the need to have him removed from the room.
Did you throw something?
Did I?
Yeah.
No.
Did anybody throw anything?
No.
Christian's statement had once again suggested otherwise.
What triggered her to throw in the glass at you?
I think it's my tone. Like, she tells me to work on a couple things, like my tone, facial expressions.
And after she threw the glass at you, did you punch her, hit her, pull her hair, spit on her, anything like that? So what do you do?
One thing I'd be like, babe, stop. I was like, babe, stop it. I just don't want her to get in trouble like a little person much, you know?
When he talked with Courtney, the officer had pressed her harder about throwing the glass.
Okay, so when I go to the room and I see a broken glass on the floor, where did the glass come from?
I don't know. I literally couldn't even remember how the fight started.
Sure enough, when the officer looked around the couple's bedroom, there had been shards of broken glass amongst the mess. Based on this discovery, things hadn't looked good for Courtney.
Did you remember throwing the glass?
And look at the room.
It's a mess.
If he said he fell asleep on the couch, the bed is literally right there.
Mm-hmm.
Why get frustrated with him if he's sleeping on the couch?
Cause
No, speak.
No, I'm about to say some people find a problem with every little thing because you are already mad about one thing. So you're gonna find anything so that you can argue because you're mad. Like I can't get in there. I don't know. People are crazy.
Or toxic.
And toxic. That's the correct word. Very toxic.
Looked around the couple's bedroom. There had been shards of broken glass amongst the mess. Based on this discovery, things hadn't looked good for Courtney.
Did you remember throwing the glass?
No, I don't. But that sounds like me. Like, I'm so foggy. I've had hardly any sleep. Like, I'm not like drunk even. I just really like not functioning. Does that make sense?
No, not really.
No, it doesn't.
Did you throw a bottle at him or a glass at him? You say you've done it before.
Yes. I know that he didn't do it. Because throwing things.
If you know he didn't do it, ain't nothing but two people in here, so who else did
Girl,
it?
you know you threw the glass. Yes, you threw the glass.
Hey, then she got a little smirk on her face the whole time.
Crazy.
Okay, once again, do you think you did it or you did it?
Loony.
I did.
This admission had changed the situation drastically, which the officer had explained to Christian as he escorted him into the hall.
I'm going to try to make it as short as I can. I don't want to give you a long speech here, okay? There's a lot of things that we have discretion with, and there's a lot of things that we don't. This is one of them. You guys are in a relationship. She threw a glass at you. The glass is there. She admitted throwing the glass. When that happens, I have to make an arrest. I can't tell the judge. Let me finish. Let me finish. Doesn't have any price for that. I don't think it's going to be any issue. However, the state here puts anyone that is a suspect on battery of domestic violence on a 12-hour hold. I can't let you put it. Hey, no, I don't have to. I don't have to do anything. All I have to do is what the law says I have to do.
The hotel staff had said they would allow Christian to collect his belongings from the room upstairs, but after that, he would no longer be welcome on the property. While security guards attempted to convince him to go get his things, the officer had gone back into the office to break the news to Courtney. As soon as she heard she was about to be arrested, her story began to change.
All right, Courtney. This is the deal. So, the investigation showed that you threw a glass at him, and that in this state is considered a battery. And since you two are in a relationship, that is considered battery of domestic violence. It's a mandatory arrest.
Okay, there's a lot that I didn't say because I didn't want him to get in trouble. Like grabbing me and pushing me down.
Anything else that you tell me, I'll be happy to put it on the report. But at this point, you're going to be transported, okay?
May I at least get a hug from my boyfriend before?
He's already gone.
Christian wasn't actually gone. He'd refused to walk away from the security office to remove his things from the room. And ultimately, hotel security.
They both should have been locked up a long time ago for domestic shit. They should have been. We gonna arrest you in Texas. You in Vegas. Separate these two toxic ass individuals.
From the security office to remove his things from the room. And ultimately, hotel security had made the decision to remove him.
There's a lot that happened that I don't want to bring up. Because
let me explain to you. Calm down for a second.
I haven't brushed my teeth. I need to shower. I have a UTI.
Let me explain to you how this is going to work.
Despite her pleas, the officer wasn't budging. That hadn't seemed to dissuade Courtney from continuing her efforts, though.
Can I just walk peacefully out with you, please? I really don't.
Go ahead and stand up.
And
Face the wall.
I need to go number 2.
Courtney had been assured that she would be able to use the bathroom
Girl, you'll pee and shit in jail.
at the jail and was escorted to the transport vehicle waiting.
What they just said. You'll be able to pee
too
and
much
shit.
going on. I want to take a shower. I got a UTI. I got a boo boo. I got a pee. I'm on my period, girl.
I got a shit. Hold on. It's just a baby shit.
Oh my gosh.
Michael Blassie. Did you take? I'm sorry, man. It slipped. It was just a baby shit.
Assured that she would be able to use the bathroom at the jail and was escorted to the transport vehicle waiting outside. Even though this fight ended in an arrest, this would pale in comparison to the events yet to come. This run-in with the law hadn't been enough to dissuade the couple from further altercation.
They taking these photos, trying to look like the perfect happy couple. He trying to push the pores. That's why I always say, what always glitter ain't gold, bruh. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, people always have this assumption of what the perfect couple. Oh, they just so happy. Those be the ones who have the most bullshit going on outside of the public viewing.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like they got physical a lot.
Whole relationship was toxic. Should have ended a long time ago.
But then when people show true relationship, this is like, truth isn't perfect. If somebody displaying perfect, it ain't the truth. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
As the police now investigated Christian's severe injury in April, they searched Courtney's phone and came across a collection of appalling evidence with the potential to change the entire case. First, they found that Courtney had been keeping notes to herself about her altercations with Christian, revealing some truly heinous conduct. "Do not physically hurt him," she wrote in November, almost 5 months before Christian's hospitalization. "Stop spitting, period." Courtney further commented that she was just abusive and coming close to really hurting him.
Oh, she talking like that?
She was writing notes. She was writing notes to herself, I guess, to keep herself from doing something.
She needs to go to therapy, bro.
Yeah.
If you gotta write notes about
issues,
psychological shit, she needed therapy. She needs to see assistance that. But you know, a lot of people I'm not crazy.
And I'm pretty sure when stuff didn't go her way, that was another problem.
It does look as though she gets her way a lot.
If
like
it ain't
she
going
said,
her way,
she said my dad asked this with my lawyer. She wanted to take a shower.
When he said that you're over 18, well, I don't feel like it. Grow up.
How old is she, bro? I really want to know how old she is at this time. Cause she's so far immature. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You ain't gotta look it up, please. You ain't gotta look it up. Please.
Shocking as this may be, it was just the tip of the iceberg when it came to digital evidence of the couple's toxic dynamic. Back in the interrogation room, the police sought more details from Courtney about the couple's history of conflict.
How many times has the police been called to your apartment? Or you called the police since January?
Okay. Police have been called once because I called them because my boyfriend was threatening.
Why was he threatening?
I don't remember exactly what the situation was, but
that's a traumatic thing you do remember.
He had taken a knife.
If it's true.
He grabbed it in front of my face, and then I got scared, and he was kind of waving it at me, but it wasn't for me. And then he took it into the extra room and slammed the door. So I got really scared that he was doing something in there that I couldn't control, so I called the cops. And he wasn't very happy with me about that.
Earlier, just after Christian was found bleeding and unresponsive, the apartment building manager had confirmed that police had responded to multiple recent calls about Courtney and Christian.
Police has came 5 times. She went to commit 5 different times. They were punching each other 5 different.
You see how she flips? You see how she flipped that story in the interrogation room? He wanted to. Girl, it's you. You are the problem. Y'all both are the problem. Y'all shouldn't be together. Y'all the problem for each other. But I don't know. I ain't in a relationship. I don't know what happens who starts what and what.
Our view of the situation.
But you can tell that it just was not.
Yeah.
Y'all should have been separated long ago.
I'm sure on social media, everybody thought they was the happiest couple, you know.
That's sad.
She do OnlyFans and he do crypto.
Sad.
Different times. And until this day, this bad. He's unconscious, full of blood. I have the pictures here.
Significantly, the building manager wasn't the only one to attest to Courtney and Christian's history of violence. Shortly after Christian was whisked away in an ambulance, a man who lived across the street approached one of the officers to share more disturbing information.
We're on the 21st floor, they're on the 22nd. I see him, my girl saw too, in that bedroom that's facing out to our street. Bam!
Punching her?
Oh yeah, hitting her. And I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, babe, look. He saw us looking, blinds go straight down. All week we've been seeing cops come to this building. You know, we're a big community here, so we're kind of like, what's going on? And then today, I see you guys are all up there, and I'm like, I gotta go say something.
While going through the couple's text message history, the police found evidence that things were even worse between Courtney and Christian than the witnesses knew. For example, they found an apology from Courtney dated February 5th, 2 months before Christian's life-threatening injury that read, "You deserved better treatment in the days following, and when I cut you, I absolutely hate myself for what I did to you." However, they were fighting again almost immediately. Courtney didn't seem to know, but Christian had been secretly recording some of their more serious fights. This one took place on February 8th, just 3 days after Courtney apologized for cutting him, proving just how incredibly volatile their relationship had been.
Decide whether or not you're done gaslighting me. Decide whether or not you're done gaslighting me.
I am mad that you told me to come.
Decide right now.
Courtney, that's a threat. I asked you so many times that I don't know, and I apologize. But you hit me.
Shut up. Don't.
No physical violence was depicted in Christian's video, but security footage from the apartment building told another story. Days later, on February 21st, police found this security video of an extended physical altercation between the couple. Unfortunately, the security footage didn't have audio capacity, and the reason for the argument remains unknown. Even without sound, though, it was easy to tell that things were already spiraling out of control between Courtney and Christian. The investigation would show that this sort of behavior was even more pervasive than anyone yet suspected.
They straight like going up.
Yeah.
That way it appears to be. It looked like at first she was swinging on him, and then he ended up just swinging back, and it was just like, that shit is horrible, bro. Man, if you got to be in a situation like that, neither one of y'all needs to
separate yourself, both of you.
If you feel as though
when you know that you're not good for each other, I'm not good for you. You're not good for me. It's domestic. It's getting to what we doing? What we doing?
Facts.
And what do you guys usually argue about? Or is it always a different issue?
Said my bad, I was stretching.
I don't even know. Do you mind telling us about those arguments or no?
I don't think there's a point. I cannot remember everything, so I don't want to remember part of it.
Okay. Would you say it's jealousy related?
For sure, for some of it, yeah.
Another argument, recorded a month later on March 5th by one of Courtney and Christian's friends, was clearly based on jealousy. This altercation was even more aggressive than the one in February.
You know, like I was sober for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And now why am I not sober? Because of you. Like, you're hindering my progress. Do you see how instigative he is?
No, you're telling me I touched her yesterday when I...
You did. I didn't say you touched it.
You said I did.
You were leaning. Yo, you were dumb as... You were flirting with like 3 girls the whole time.
What 3 girls? What 3 girls? You?
Well, maybe I didn't know it mattered.
You are the most...
Good.
Hopefully you Courtney.
You too. Get the out of here. Listen.
I ain't gonna lie, when people be that toxic in front of you, bro.
Just imagine.
Yo,
well, you ain't got no. Y'all doing all this in front of company.
Yeah, you ain't got no chill, bro.
Imagine it. Imagine when it's just y'all two.
Yeah, y'all do not need. I'm tired of saying it, but like, they do not. They never belong together.
That's sad.
They did not, man.
Yeah, cool.
So my house is like, you're just like my boyfriend. Get the out of here.
Just like your boyfriend?
I can actually get like down if you're not
here.
Yeah.
Get the out of here.
Okay, I'll remember that next
Get out. No, not that's not even the next time. Get out.
Stop touching
Get
me.
out.
Don't touch me again.
Good thing. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. For real. I never want to see you again.
And yet, there were still worse incidents the police would soon unearth.
Have you ever put his hand on you before? How many times would take a guess in the 2 years you've been together?
Yeah, maybe like 5 times. I remember there was a time when he hit me really hard in the head and I was going to discombobulate, but I can't even remember when it was. It might have just been like when we were drunk, but I know it happened, so I'll just leave that out because I can't give you exact facts.
I was just going to say 5 times. Well, we know, 4 times now that she's put a Vegas incident.
They just on each other. It's just a back and forth.
And I don't want to lie about anything. The last time was in Tulum. He grabbed me by my hair or something. We were both drinking. But there was a bench in front of our bed. And he threw me against the bench, and I hit the bench. My head hit the bench, and I fell on the floor. There was another time my mom was on the phone, and he threw me into the wall in the bathroom. But, I am certainly a crazy person, too. So there was that one. But the cops have been up there one other time yesterday for absolutely everything. Absolutely nuts.
The police's visit to Courtney's apartment the night before Christian was discovered in critical condition had been recorded on body cam. This situation, too, appeared to have been more complicated than she was letting on.
She part of the problem?
Yeah. We had a domestic dispute.
Okay.
Can you please let me into my apartment? Please?
Okay.
Yes. I have
Excuse me. Hold on. What's going on?
Okay.
Where's your...
I know they get tired of that shit.
Man.
You have a key? You don't need to talk to me. What's going on?
Lying about.
Where's your key?
Courtney explained that she was locked out during the course of an argument with her boyfriend Christian. The building security manager explained how things went from bad to worse when Courtney came to the lobby to retrieve the spare key. This incident was eerily similar to a horrendous exchange that police uncovered between Christian and Courtney from months earlier. On October 9, 2021, 6 months before Christian was found in critical condition, he messaged Courtney the following. The crazy thing about this is that yesterday when you stabbed me in the leg and you saw how bad it was hurting me, and I couldn't walk, I couldn't do, and you were telling me I wish I could take your pain away. Did I make you feel like for stabbing me? No, I just sucked it up and hope tomorrow will be better. That's right, Courtney had apparently stabbed Christian before. Unfortunately, no police report was ever made, and the violence only escalated from there until Christian was found now on the verge of death. Back at the apartment building the night before police found Christian with harrowing wounds, the building security manager told police what he'd witnessed.
Her boyfriend comes charging towards her, and we actually try to get in the middle of it. The boyfriend actually came after her, and Paul was walking towards there, and then I just said, enough is enough. Police need to be called. She said she don't want police to be called. But when it's in a common area and something happened like that, my safety is the residents first.
Further investigation into the text messages surrounding the stabbing from 6 months earlier revealed that Courtney never responded to Christian's message. The next day, he sent another, indicating that yet another physical altercation had taken place. He wrote, "Hey, I'm sorry. If it's okay, can I come back up? I know you said 5 minutes, but I've been in the restroom. My nose is bleeding and the back of my head hurts, like really hurts. IDK if it was your hand or the phone, but I'm really dizzy." This time, Courtney responded and told Christian, "I'm putting your stuff up. You can come get it when I say you can. Go to first aid." The rest of the conversation would reveal a whole new level of cruelty. Back on the night before Christian's hospitalization, Courtney was determined to share her version of the story after hearing what the building manager reported.
What else do you need?
I was told I was going to get a chance to speak.
Go ahead, Courtney. What's going on?
That's your turn.
Are you gonna listen?
We're listening. Go ahead.
Okay, did you hear all this?
The person on the other end of the phone call
What's her
was
daddy?
Courtney's father.
Why she always act like she's drunk? Every time she's
I
talking.
be wondering, is she?
That's what
Because she really do be coming off like she is intoxicated. She may be an alcoholic.
She is, because that was basically she told her boyfriend she was like, I haven't drunk in the past such and such days, and now today you made me drink. Remember they were up and the friend was
It's
there?
so much going on. I can't keep up with what's what and.
Because I'm thinking every situation.
Even when the friend was recording, she seemed like she was intoxicated.
That's what she said. That's what I'm referring to.
Oh, okay,
I'm referring when the friend was. She was like, I haven't drunk in
like, that's
2
what
weeks.
It's given. It's broad
Or
daylight.
a couple days. I can't remember.
Huh?
Bro, that's that Miami life. That's that feel like they got all this money in the world and they feel like everything's just,
Who remained on the line for the duration of the police's visit. During the similar conflict 6 months earlier, Christian had continued to plead with Courtney to let him back into the apartment, revealing even more disturbing information in the process. A few minutes after Courtney told him to go to first aid, he wrote, "Can you please let me in and help me, please? I can't keep walking up and down when my leg hurts. Come on." Courtney did not appear to have let Christian inside. He contacted her again, saying, "You hit me in the face with a phone, then continue to hit the back of my head with the phone. Now I have a lump. I'm bleeding, throwing up. I think I got a mild concussion and have anxiety. I slept in the restroom for 2 hours and I'm just lost beyond words." Finally, Courtney apologized to Christian. "I'm sorry for hitting you in the face and the back of your head and spitting on you. Is it right? No. You just pissed me the off, but I still love you." All this and more would come to light as the investigation continued, including the couple's apparent history of substance use. However, this was only the beginning, as there was still more appalling evidence of the couple's violent relationship. Back on the night before Christian was found fighting for his life, Courtney was determined to make the police listen to her.
Why do you have something against me, man? Like, I'm just trying to...
What do you have anything against you?
It seems like you don't like me.
The officer Courtney had argued with stepped aside to talk to the security manager. When talking with him and several other employees, the officer learned that Courtney and Christian were actually in the process of being evicted for not paying rent. Courtney didn't mention this in conversation with the other two police officers. It probably didn't help their situation that allegedly residents as far as 2 floors above and below Courtney and Christian's apartment could hear them yelling at each other and reported the disturbances.
What do you need?
That's crazy.
Seriously,
what?
My boyfriend. He and mom. Like, he hasn't paid any rent. I don't care. I'll hold it down. I broke up with him about a week ago. I had my mom fly out. She stayed with me for a week. She tried to get him out, and he kept sleeping in the elevator room inside of my
Wait.
If he's the one supposed to be paying all the bills and shit, then it sounds like it's his spot. You just stand there. So why are you trying to kick him out if you're not paying any bills there? If you constantly kicking me out and I'm constantly not able to stay, well, you need to be paying the fucking rent then.
Okay.
Go.
Nothing. You basically, because I'm confused as to who name on the lease.
Both of their names probably, but she required him to be taking care of the house. Well, if I'm paying all the fucking bills in the house, I'm finna be sleeping in it, bitch. I'll be damned if I'm paying for somewhere I can't lay my head in.
Yeah.
I'm just like, shit. I don't give a fuck.
I was just confused as to whose spot, cause earlier, she said they had broke up, and then she came back.
They had broke up. He came back.
Oh, he came back.
He came back.
She
kicked him out
earlier.
every time he gets kicked out.
Like, it's too much.
That'd be different. You tell me go sleep on the couch or something, or sleep in the guest room or something.
Yeah.
That's different. But you tell me I can't be in this motherfucker and I'm paying the bills? Got me fucked up. I pay the bills in this. I'm big dog. If I'm paying all the bills, you ain't contributing at all. You can't. It's not your crib. What you looking me up and down for?
I don't look at you like nothing. I'm just like, it's crazy.
She tried to get him out, and he kept sleeping in the elevator room inside of my extra couch.
Courtney said that her mother had gone home that morning, after which things with Christian had taken a turn for the worst again.
I stayed in my apartment all day. I didn't take my dogs out for 8 hours. because I was afraid that when I came down here, I was going to be down. And when I did come down, I walked my dogs, and he was following me. He wouldn't leave me alone. And then all of a sudden, like he followed me in the elevator, and I said, "Don't fall for me." This guy said he shoved her when I was upstairs, and then they.
But I will say this: we don't know all the details about any of the situations. Right?
I don't. Yeah.
One thing I will say: every time they have interviewed her, she has never showed a marking wound. She be half dressed all the time, but she had never have a bruise on her. And let's be honest, the lighter the complexion, the easier it is to bruise. You know what I'm saying? Like, see, if I touch C in the wrong way, like sometimes I'll just be like this, and she'll be like, "You held my arm too tight." She'll bruise up, and it don't be nothing domestic. It just be like, I'll be like, "See, come here," and she'll be like, "Quit grabbing me."
I'd be like, what?
Could grab me so tight, like you. I'd be like, "Oh, my bad." She'd be like, "See, I told you I'm gonna bruise." Me, I don't bruise. I really don't be bruising like that. But he's had indication of multiple bruising, multiple swelling. He had a previous stab wound. She hasn't. The Vegas situation, no markings. This situation, no markings. This situation, no markings. Even the situation with her friends, no markings on the body, if anything. But it's always.
Again, I don't know the whole situation.
Yeah, I'm just saying, and that's a man and a woman. If a man typically put his hands on a woman, she's gonna bruise. If a woman puts her hands on a man, unless it's excessive, he's not gonna bruise too easy though. You got to be way more excessive for him to bruise.
Showed up on the door and said, I said, "Show me the video." Like, I really got it.
But situational things is different. Every situation is not the same situation to take into account.
Angry because that did not happen.
Recent text messages between the couple indicated that they'd been arguing almost constantly since April 1st, 2 days before police found Christian in a critical state. After ignoring messages from Christian in which he apologized for entering the apartment before her mom left and begged to have a direct conversation, Courtney informed him, "You're like talking to a bag of rocks." How this insult led to a knife wound remained to be seen. The night before the stabbing, Courtney continued to plead her case to the officers on scene.
I am, right now, like, I have not always been a victim, but, like, right now, I'm a freaking victim in the situation. I'm scared to go downstairs and walk my dogs. I just walked them and I told them, "You don't have a chance," and now, all of a sudden, this is all happening.
All right, so what do you want us to do?
I want a restraining order against Christian Abumzelli.
Additionally, Courtney and the security manager had found some common ground when the police asked what they wanted to see happen. Both had requested that Christian be removed from the property for trespassing. However, just like every other aspect of this case, things had not been that simple.
Does he have property in the room, in the apartment with you? A lot of property, you said. He's been with you here for about 2 months, right? Let me let you know something. He lives here. That person lives in that apartment with you. Okay, we cannot trespass anybody that lives in this place.
The police escorted Courtney back to her apartment and did a walkthrough of the complex.
And I wonder whose name on the lease. Right? Oh, I should have saw the eviction notice.
Yeah, I was thinking about that earlier. I was
I
like,
should've
dang,
saw
they
the-
did show the eviction notice. And I did see her name.
Yeah.
But I don't...
Where we at? 3908. Courtney. There's only Courtney name on it.
Yeah.
So the building, the apartment, assuming, is under her name.
Her name, yeah.
What I said we were?
3908.
3908, my bad.
And that's also why they was like, we're going to trespass Christian.
Yeah.
But like the police said, they can't do that because he stays there. He has property there. He's been staying there more than 2 months. He
And
probably has mail that comes there.
Technically, you did also say he's the one who's paying the rent.
Yeah.
She said he hasn't been paying the rent. She didn't say we haven't been paying. She never said I'm unable to pay. She said he hasn't been paying the rent.
But we know, although his name is not on the lease.
True, we do know that.
That's his
He's a residence. Yeah.
Be
she
careful with that
she can
as
get
well.
in trouble.
Yeah.
Which is ground for eviction by not placing him on the lease.
Yeah, as far as like, but yeah, that's a
Yeah.
different, but I'm just saying like,
Oh yeah,
legally
yeah.
they can't.
They can't evict
Yeah,
them.
but I was just saying, be careful with that because.
Oh yeah, we always said we always said never allow anyone come stay with you.
Yeah,
You can come visit me for a weekend, but you got to go. And you most definitely not getting no mail here in my crib.
Courtney back to her apartment and did a walkthrough of the complex, but didn't find Christian. He was clearly around, however, because when Courtney gave police consent to search her phone, records showed that he texted Courtney saying, "Courtney, please, I was downstairs and they're trying to get me for trespassing. Help, please." Though he sent countless messages begging her to help him or talk to him, her only response was, "You never loved me." The police never did catch up with Christian, and since there was no ongoing violence, the officers departed. They had no idea they would be back in fewer than 24 hours after the bloody culmination of the couple's fight. In the interrogation room, Courtney explained how their interactions had continued after the...
And he never showed back up that night, so he must have had to come back the next day.
Police left the previous night.
I didn't want to talk to him. I really let him have it over the phone. And I let him come back and spend the night. And then he explained the whole thing. And I was like, okay, you know what? Let's agree. We will never, touch each other again out of anger. And he will never gaslight me again. Those were the two, main things.
Courtney stuck to her story that things had recently changed for the better between her and Christian. But this turned out to be little more than the eye of the storm, because less than 24 hours later, Christian would be in the hospital fighting for his life.
He was happy to be back in the apartment. I was happy to have him back in the apartment because I missed him. And been waking up telling me, "Good morning, I love you," touching me. I felt very, very loved when I woke up this morning. That's why I'm so, heartbroken. It's just why?
The couple appeared to have gotten along for a short few hours after the police left, but it didn't last long before violence erupted once again.
Like I said, a little bit blur. I was doing laundry and watching a Christina Randall, or listening to a Christina Randall video, and tried to call my mom. She didn't answer the first time. And then he came back with a Subway sandwich. Before he left, he recited exactly what I wanted. And I said, I'll text what I want to you. And he said, "I know what you want." I said, "No, you don't." He recited it to me before he left. And he got it perfectly right. He came back. And I said something about "Oh, are you going to reshare your location with me? Did you want to share it?" And he said, "Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure." And I was like, "Oh, when did you do that?" And it was the other day, when you were done with me. And I was like, "Okay, well, fair enough." Reshare it. And then he told, it kind of turned into a little argument or something. And then he told me to reshare mine, and I was like, "Okay, yeah, I will." And then I didn't do it immediately. He asked me about it again. And I don't know what I was thinking, but it just said something about, "Well, what if I'm somewhere you don't want me to be?"
Christian captured footage of this fight, too. Notably, the precipitating argument seemed to have gone a little differently than Courtney told the detectives.
"Courtney, you're drunk right now, and it's hard to talk to you right now."
Go get me alcohol!
Well, you already had alcohol.
Go get me alcohol! Go get it! Go get it!
It got even worse when investigators made yet another shocking discovery. 3 months earlier, on January 31st, Courtney texted Christian this heartless message. "Hopefully this gives you time to think about your actions. Enjoy the hospital." A little while later, she checked in to ask, "You keep up. How does it feel?" It's unclear what sort of altercation led to Christian's hospitalization, but further messages showed Courtney daring him to tell hospital staff what had happened. Instead, Christian said he would explain his injuries away as a football accident. Even this, though, was just a precursor of the horrors to come. More of Christian's recordings revealed how bad things got in the lead-up to his most grievous injury.
Okay. Baby, just slow down.
Get away
interrogation room, Courtney continued to downplay the confrontation.
She need rehab.
I was like,
she's such an alcoholic.
She is an alcoholic.
But I was like, why are you doing this? Like, just because, like I said, that we're over, blah, blah. And he was trying to talk to me, and I just didn't want to talk to him.
Cece, I'm sorry.
Shut up! We're over! Okay.
No, you're not.
Oh, I hate it.
Stop it.
Stop! Don't touch me!
Oh, there go the evidence of she's trying to say that he was she.
I would have hated to stay next to him.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh my gosh!
Oh hell yes!
You're not so you know that.
According to the text messages from January sent while Christian was at the hospital 3 months earlier, he'd practically begged Courtney for help, to no avail. Christian replied, "I don't feel so good, Court. Can you come?" "Same," Courtney wrote back. "Oh well."
But she sure want to go to the hospital now, but she was trying to see if he was dead or not. That's what she was really trying to see.
Mm-hmm.
Christian's next message read, "Come, I'm scared." Courtney's callous reply was simply, "Nah, you're not." It seemed like the tirade against Christian never let up, because on the day before Christian's stabbing, Courtney once again took things to a whole new level.
You think possibly if he didn't go through so many wounds where your body's having to constantly fix itself, he probably could have survived this situation?
I can't say.
I'll be thinking about that sometimes, because sometimes when people go through one traumatic situation, the body is like in a fault a lot.
Yeah,
I'm just saying how I be thinking sometimes. It's like the body went through such a fight where the next time it also goes through shock and trying to repair itself. And it might be exalted so much already previously, and then going into shock.
Yeah.
From it and trying to repair itself, because sometimes it can't repair itself. You know what I mean?
I get what
and that's how sometimes I'll be thinking, I'll be like, what if that's could happen? Because you hear about situations, somebody was shot previously, and then they went, and they be the same wound, and then they go through another thing, and they die from it. And I'll be like, it might be the body just can't repair itself because it went through so much previously.
Yeah.
You never, I don't know. That's just a weird thought I be having sometimes. Oh. Oh.
I ain't surprised.
Additionally, she happened to leave out another precipitating incident. According to Christian's video, he'd apparently said hello to one of their neighbors, something he was apparently not allowed to do.
You trust me? You know damn well the right thing to do is to tell me.
Yes, and I am so sorry.
So shut up and let me slap you, dumb.
You're not gonna slap me.
Give me my phone.
You have your phone.
I don't have it anymore. Find it and charge it.
Why?
Find it and charge it.
I'm sorry, Courtney.
I don't care. Find it and charge it.
Okay, just stop.
Don't talk to me.
Oh, man.
Yeah, man. Oh, man.
Because I'm telling you, I'm sorry.
It's my heart. Find my phone and charge it. I need to find it because I have to go meet her again.
So to go out?
No! Shut up!
Please.
Shut up. You went to go talk to her without talking.
I didn't go to go.
Yes, you did. You always want to.
Courtney, I was on.
He literally told me about it, and now he's like, damn.
What are you doing?
Yeah, son.
I didn't go to talk to her. I was going on a bike ride. Like, what the
fuck?
Me coming to talk to her. Is this going to make you act like this?
You literally talked to her without telling me.
Courtney, I was on a bike ride, and she passed me, and I said, hi, you and Courtney are having a live chat. My bad, I forgot to tell you that. That doesn't make you to act and come here. Yes, thank you. Coming from Jordan, thank you.
I want you to get away from me.
The screaming match kept going, just like the shocking messages. The last time Christian was hospitalized 3 months earlier, Courtney stopped responding to his messages pleading for help, and Christian became increasingly distraught. When Courtney eventually wrote back, it was once again with an apology that said, "I feel extreme regret, sadness, and humiliation, and I am so sorry for hurting you. I hope we can get through this, but I understand if we can't. Your anger and pain is completely valid." However, during the fight the night before disaster struck, there was no evidence that Courtney had offered any such apology.
Kill me.
Cece, I'm sorry I didn't tell you.
If you make one more excuse, I will shut my ears. I will never listen to you again. Okay. You know damn well.
You don't need to scream.
I will. You know damn well. You know.
And most of the screaming that the neighbors be hearing be her. Don't be him, because every time we done heard them argue, it's never him being the loud one. It's just her, right?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. What?
I was just gonna say yeah, but also y'all. It don't seem like, I don't know. Did y'all? It seemed like it was a constant thing, you know. And just for the neighbor's sake, I'm like, stop coming back. Just stop, because it's never gonna be like a
on both ends, bro.
On both ends.
I'm just saying this on both ends.
Mhm.
Honestly, neither one of them had anywhere else to go. Y'all both in foreign territory. That's when I say it didn't make sense for y'all to up and move to Miami. Y'all trying to live this lifestyle in this high rise apartment. We in Miami. We trying to live this fictional ass life. Neither one of us worked the actual traditional job, which nothing's wrong with not working a traditional job. But you trying to live this life and portray that y'all are doing something that neither one of y'all were doing.
Yeah. This whole, just listening to everything has stressed me out.
Yeah, that's why I'm just trying to finish it.
Am I going? I need to go. I need to talk to him.
Got like 20 minutes.
DCR.
Don't touch me!
What is going on? Like, what are you gonna get this mad at me when I'm apologizing to you?
But Christian's attempts to apologize seemed to have no effect, and the couple remained headed towards disaster. At the police station, Courtney continued with her version of how the fight progressed.
And he ended up pinning me against the wall. And then, I said like choking me on the floor. And it's happened twice before, where I couldn't breathe and I was on the floor. Yeah. I could not breathe. And I don't think that he was trying to kill me, but I was scared. He said, why don't you go find one of the guys in G-Wagon? Because I had said something about that when I broke up with him like a week ago. Out of anger. I didn't say it because I want that, because I love him. But that was just one of the things that you said.
Was that at the moment that he was charging you, or earlier in one of the arguments?
It was before he choked me. Yes, it was before he choked me.
So you told me that he had you against the wall at one point, right? With his hands over your neck? And how did you end up from the wall to the ground?
Let me go, and then I started swinging on him because I had been against the wall.
Okay.
I started trying to hit him.
Yeah.
And then he put me on the ground.
He dropped you to the ground. What did he do? Did he lift you up, or did he grab your hair? Did he just kind of rotate you onto the ground?
I really couldn't even tell you. If I could have been given all these questions, before, I could be like, maybe let me think about it. Or when I'm trying to remember a whole situation of where I was very upset about something, which I've learned this in therapy or whatever. It's write down all the details so you don't forget.
At some point during the scuffle, Courtney said that Christian let her go. However, the peace had only been temporary.
I walked into the living room. She was sitting on the couch. I didn't say this before. I walked into the living room. I called my mom. You could see I was calling my mom.
Okay.
That made him angry. I went in his living room, took us on the couch. He came in there and tried to get the phone out of my hand.
Did he ever get the phone out of your hands, or?
No.
No.
He just came over to me and was trying to get it. So this happened over by the door and somehow moved over in the living room. He was standing by the couch, kissing toward the kitchen, and I was in the kitchen. And then he just I could see all the whites in his eyes, and he was coming at me. And so I grabbed one of these knives, and I was I swear to God. I swear to God. It was just I grab and be don't come anywhere closer to me. I had absolutely no intention of using it. I'm on the phone with my mom, and he's coming at me he's going to grab either the phone or the knife or something.
But you have already used it on him prior before, multiple times, right? All right.
Thing is, so I was just like, I was like, don't come any closer.
But I didn't did it before.
Coming at me, and I threw it.
After some prompting, Courtney estimated that Christian was about 10 feet away when she threw the knife. This would turn out to be a critical and contentious piece of evidence in the investigation to come.
How exactly did
Where
you
was the puncher wound?
Like you threw it like this, or kind of like you flung it at him overhead, or how did that?
Oh, I just flung it.
You just flung it over your head, or from like
this.
So from like beside your head.
Holding it, yeah. So not like I'm holding it like this. This is not the knife. The
blade.
Right, the blade. I'm not. I for
That's
dang sure did not stab him. That would be insane. I mean, I didn't even think that this would touch him. But I mean, I thought that I would scare him. I would scare him by just grabbing it. I thought I would scare him by just grabbing it, but that didn't work.
What did he do after you flung the knife at him? Did he walk around, or did he fall right then and there, or what happened?
He fell down.
He fell down?
Yeah.
He didn't walk around or anything like that, or still try and chase you, or what?
No, because
The police had to wonder if this was true, because when Courtney gave police consent to walk through her apartment, they found blood in countless areas of the house, including the kitchen, living room, entryway, and even the bathroom.
Oh.
You know where the knife is?
Right here.
It's like you chased that man down.
And
all over the house.
And what did you do after he fell?
I ran over to him and grabbed him, and it was just like a blur, but I ran over to him and I grabbed him, and I just said, "Oh my God, what do I do? What do I do?" Like I'm like the worst person to be around. What do I do? And he said, call somebody, and I was on the phone with my mom.
He said that.
He said just call somebody, and I was like, okay, I'm on the phone with my mom. I said, Mom, what do I do? She said, call 911. I think I called 911.
Another officer came by to assure Courtney that her dogs had been taken care of and were staying with their usual groomer.
The dogs are safe. I took them to the Peace and Love.
Peace and Love pod.
Yeah. Where she answered, and I told her it was an emergency.
Were they still covered in blood?
Not too much because they ran a little bit, but I told her she's going to wash them and she has food there.
Then Courtney was again left alone, and after some more praying and crying, attempted to get some sleep. It was only when a third officer checked on her that she finally asked about Christian.
Is there an update on Christian?
The other detective's working on it right now.
Is he okay?
We're gonna check. We're trying to reach the officer at the hospital.
They don't even know how to lie properly. They keep fumbling.
After 30 more minutes of waiting, forensic techs arrived to collect evidence from Courtney, including swabbing her neck and hands and photographing the many bloodstains on her body and clothes.
Do you have any injuries?
I mean, I have bruises all over the place, I think, but I'm probably just covered in blood, honestly. Usually there's just bruises like on my arms or my legs. Let me get the one.
Yeah, on your arm, right here.
Courtney let the investigators know that she'd picked off several of her nails while waiting to talk to the police, and indicated several other scrapes and bruises.
Why the fuck y'all didn't bag the hand? I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't never liked Miami detectives anyway. First 48 used to piss me off in Miami. As soon as they say that, I was like, damn.
Every time he used to come, I said, damn, why I can't get somewhere else? Because they about to
damn,
make me
I can't get Memphis. Damn, I can't get Louisville. Damn.
I even like
Cincinnati. One was Cincinnati.
Ohio. Well, it was a lot of times it was Cleveland.
Was it Cleveland?
It was a lot of times
I knew
Cleveland.
it was I couldn't remember. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
but every time I was
it was Ohio, Louisville, Memphis.
I already knew.
I want to say Charlotte, North Carolina, Houston, Texas. But Miami was always. Was it Jacksonville too?
Yeah,
Was it Jacksonville?
But anyway, besides
Miami used to be the one I'd be like, well, got another person get away with murder. How to get away, bro? Literally, we used to be at the house saying how to get away with murder committed in Miami.
That used to make me so mad.
We always used to say that, bro. Cause I swear Miami I hated watching them because it's just like, dude, what are y'all doing, bro?
However, when looking at Courtney's Instagram account, these injuries were determined to be old, possibly much longer before the fight that landed Christian in the hospital. In fact, they found no evidence of defensive marks that they would expect to be
These look old, like old, like years old, like something happened and it healed up. None of these are fresh wounds.
consistent with Courtney's story.
You can pace me with a swell, just the area of your neck, okay?
Courtney's clothes were also collected as evidence, and she was given a hazmat suit to wear for the time being. She was also introduced to her lawyer, who accompanied her back into the interrogation room after she changed.
Yeah, what a nightmare. So you're living in a nightmare right now.
Yes.
You know?
I will feel so much better once they just say he's stable.
Yeah.
And I've been asking so much.
That's what we're waiting for.
Okay. I mean, I feel like at the end.
I thought this was confidential. Because she said she's talking to her lawyer, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's attorney-client privileges. We're not supposed to be seeing this information.
I mean, but she's not saying. But I get
any conversation you have with your lawyer,
saying.
I don't think we're privy to that information. And they're supposed to turn the cameras off, right? Huh?
I don't know. I was about to say, if she does say something, maybe it'll be,
They can't even supposed to be hearing it. That's what I thought.
We in Miami.
I mean, I feel like at the end. I mean, if he's not, that's a lot worse for me. But if he's not, that's just a lot worse for everybody. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I will do with myself if he's not okay.
No matter
I
what.
mean, I clearly we can't be together.
No matter what his condition is, it's out of our control. Right? We have no control.
Mm-hmm.
What's done is done. We cannot do it. We need to move forward. And my concern is you. Okay? I will be talking, obviously, to your family. Like I said, I still feel, confident that you're going home, and straightforward with you. There's some concerns about your mental health to make sure that you're okay, because this is very traumatic. So there may be some steps taken there. Yeah, come on in to make sure that you're okay. And that's it. But we're getting you home, okay?
Okay.
Courtney had a few more minutes to chat with her new lawyer, but before long, the detectives returned to the interrogation room with some news that changed the entire case.
So, we have to inform you that Christian did not make it. Okay. Unfortunately, the doctors did what they could.
Christian is dead.
Yes.
Oh my God. This is not real, right? Okay.
You know what? It just dawned to me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about the case. 9 times out of 10, they play insanity.
I can't remember. I remember something coming out about
No.
it.
What I'm saying is based off the conversation the lawyer just said.
Yeah, what he said.
Our biggest concern
is your mental health also. And he thinking like, oh, I'm dealing with whatever.
But that'd be the number one thing. A lot of times out of Florida, there's a lot of them want to insanity.
Yeah.
I guess it's easy to win. Go
ahead.
I guess it's easy to win in Florida for some people to plead insanity. We've seen it.
We've seen it several times.
Especially in Florida. I don't know why. Too much evidence pointed to.
But we'll see. I can't remember, but yeah, I'm with you though.
First degree in your mind, or second degree, or manslaughter? I look at it as first degree. The reason why it's a pattern. It has always been a pattern.
Yeah.
And the aftermath of it, the response to the aftermath is always, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I just have no words. I'm just like, cause we heard about it when it, but I never read into the details, read the articles for real, or like watched anything, like just nothing. Like I just remember, and just to see it and hear the recordings and see the body cams, just see it was just so. This was so toxic. It has drained me. Sitting here for over an hour has drained me. Just imagine being in it or being around it or being a neighbor or a friend. Oh my gosh!
Like toxic situation like this is draining on everybody. It's more like you think it's draining for the couple. No, it really be draining for the people that have to deal with
people around it.
Yes.
Jeez.
She don't care about Kristen. She care about what's going to happen to her.
Kristen died. Can I please have a hug? Am I allowed to do that in here?
Sure. Yeah.
What you need a hug for?
No.
He'll be alive if he ain't pulled a knife.
I think she was saying, "Can I have a hug from him?" I think she wants to go to the hospital. What, babe?
No. No.
Because I'm like, who you want a hug from? Huh?
Also,
go ahead.
Also, the thing that bothers me is why there's so much. We got in the bathroom, in the kitchen, living room, and multiple different areas, and there's pools of it in multiple different areas. That means to me, you're attacking him in multiple different areas. He's just not leaking out, and it's splattered. And it's splattering in other places.
Doing it one spot and he like running away and you keep coming.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Don't know, because I don't know how many times, like how many like wounds.
That's why I hope we get the what is it called?
What from the autopsy and stuff?
The autopsy report and show the ligature wounds. He has several.
Yeah.
Just take some breaths. We're gonna be okay.
I need to hug my mom.
I'll talk to your parents about them over.
I cannot be left alone in like a room by myself.
You won't be.
After this, no, that's not true. That's not real, right?
It is real.
Kristen is dead.
Yes. You're not gonna lie.
I know. I just can't believe it.
Even before being taken to the hospital, the first responders were clearly aware that things had not looked good for Christian.
Dime. Fire rescue. He's not breathing.
Tragically, Christian was pronounced dead shortly after arriving at the hospital. During an autopsy, the medical examiner determined that Christian's right subclavian artery had been cut, causing him to bleed out. But there were more characteristics of Christian's wound that would raise questions during the investigation to come.
Take deep breaths.
I've been crying so much, and I just can't even cry right now. No.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be fine.
But I ain't never heard that one before. I didn't cry so much. Well, yes I have. That does happen to some people.
No, it's not. Oh my God. I wanted to be at the hospital. If anything happened to him, I just wanted to be at the hospital. I begged, can I please go to the hospital? I mean, obviously they put me in close to my house, but like I begged, can I please go to the hospital? Oh my gosh, our friends. Oh my God. I'm going to wake up tomorrow and it's going to be the same thing. Yeah.
What you mean by that?
You know, okay, that's the last time I ever talked to him. It's the last time anybody ever talks to him. Ever. The last thing he ate was Subway. What I was saying to that other room, I said, God forbid, when like from far away, what if it had accidentally hit a little bit lower and he died? That's what I said.
Once again, Christian's secret recordings of one of their fights revealed that this outcome could have been what Courtney wanted all along.
Courtney, I need your help, please. Courtney, I know you care about my head right now.
No,
It's
the
bleeding.
cops are gonna take me to jail.
Then
That's cool. I don't care, Christian.
I'm not
I don't care about you.
Just stop it.
Christian, I honestly, like, I know that, like, it on your head is serious. I told you to leave downstairs. I told you I'm actually not having a good day. We're actually literally want to kill you.
It seemed Courtney got her wish, but whether or not this was intentional remained to be seen. The medical examiner stated that based on the angle and depth, he believed that the injury could not have been inflicted by a thrown knife. Courtney's intentions, along with the method of attack, would not be determined that night. For now, though, the police did something unexpected.
I think the detective spoke to your mom. She's trying to get a flight to get you some support. Because we just met an hour ago. We're going to get you some support, okay?
I swear I was holding him for so effing long. And the security lady was standing right there. And I was like, why are they taking so effing long? And I was just sitting there, just bleeding and bleeding and bleeding and bleeding and bleeding and bleeding and bleeding.
Take a deep breath.
It's not being here. I need to be with my family.
Against all odds, Courtney was released that evening. She moved back in with her parents in Dallas, Texas, while
Miami, y'all fucking dumb. Fucking dumb as fuck. God, call it what you call it, bro. All the evidence, bro. This is not an accidental ass shit, bro. Like, damn, who the fuck hire y'all people, bro? God, you know any like.
And yes, stuff like this happens other places as well. Like,
No, I'm just saying.
Let's be clear.
No, I'm just saying from first 48, even this situation.
But since we're here in this moment, well, you know, we're here. This is where we're at, Florida.
Who the fuck be hiring y'all?
Like, let's talk about it.
Who hire y'all, bro? How y'all even pass, bro?
Because this is crazy. What?
I told you I ain't never liked the detectives. And y'all allow her to leave the state.
Huh?
You're not leaving the fucking state, bro. And you're not going around, bro, to even come up with a fucking story.
Man, come on, man.
Bro,
Be for real.
y'all ain't even try, bro. But hey, to each his own, bro. We know how typically with domestic cases, like, even though we typically do see a lot of domestic cases where the female is the victim. Mm-hmm. Like I said in one previous video, I don't know how these videos come out. At this point, I done forgot what we done put out.
Yeah.
What we done recorded, what we put out. But to each his own. Back to this. Men are victims of domestic violence as well.
Most definitely.
And we have to shed light on those situations.
Most definitely.
And not just look at the situation. Oh, look at this guy. He's a big guy. She's a little girl. There's no way that she's only hurting him and he's not doing anything bad to her. That's possible, bro.
It's very much so possible.
Just because.
Yeah.
And I'll take it as this too. Like, just because he's a big black guy doesn't mean a goddamn thing. Because I get tired of hearing, but you're a big black guy. Because I've been told that. Mm-hmm. I've been told that. You're the big black. I was told this. You're the big black girls. You the big black guy scaring the little white girl. Mm-hmm. I've been told this. See, you're my witness. Mm-hmm. Was I not told that? Mm-hmm. Fuck it. That's the most stupid, idiotic shit that in America we gotta stop using. Because it screams what it is. Mm-hmm. And it's pure blatant. And for a motherfucker to say, you just always want to bring it up. No, you're just a person that don't want to identify the problem that it is. And that's what it does seem like coming from this situation, as he's the big black guy. She's the innocent girl. But there was so much evidence.
Yeah.
So much. We have one person to say that he physically saw. Could have happened.
Yeah,
could have happened.
Yeah, most of not denying that. Like,
Not denying that at all.
We're not there. We don't know who was. We don't have that. We don't know.
Have that.
Like, it was so much. It was always something with them. So you don't know. We can only go off of the recordings, everything that we've seen.
But everything we've seen from visibly show this chick has an alcohol problem that she should have been in rehab, and she's constantly coddled by her parents. And her parents haven't identified that she has a fucking issue until somebody's life is gone. And now we want to look at her mental.
I know she mentioned therapy. She said something about her therapist. Said something about this. I don't know what.
Going through no damn therapy. She needed to be in rehab first.
Yeah, most definitely.
Because she's an alcoholic. Therapy cooled the anger. It always seemed that the ride from the anger was the alcohol.
And a raging anger, like. It's not just like, oh, I'm drinking and I go home, crash. I'm just or whatever. Like, you're.
Also, with that, does she do any other drugs? Because that can enrage it even more as well.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The investigation continued in Florida. However, the pending case didn't seem to be enough to keep her out of trouble for long. On June 16th, over 2 months since Christian's tragic passing, the police were once again called out as a result of a disturbance involving Courtney.
What ends up happening is she's like, hey, I'm drunk. Can you walk me back home if you want to? I said, yeah, of course. I'll help you get home.
On the way to Courtney's parents' house, though, things took a turn.
3 or 4 different occasions she tries to kiss me or make out. No, I don't want to do that, especially I'm 18.6. You're drunk. I don't want to part of that. Yeah, so I just kind of try to walk around, and then she starts following down the road.
Uncomfortable, the young man texted his father for help.
I'm like, listen, if I cannot talk to your parents, you're aggressive. You're acting aggressive. I got to call 911. Actually, I dialed you once, and she freaked out.
Courtney's mother, Deborah, was already on scene talking with another officer, but the police asked to speak with Courtney directly to hear her side of the story. Perhaps.
Cause mama and them be trying to save her ass too much shit.
Mama and daddy.
I say this, even in a situation like this, even after she committed this crime, y'all could have still put her in rehab and got her the assistance that she needed.
Especially for the drinking, most definitely. Until till y'all deal with the case in Florida. You know what I'm saying? Like, she too old. You too old
we
to
still
be
letting her go out and party and have fun? No.
It's the wrong thing.
Courtney, we are actively going through something that's tragic.
Very serious matter.
We need.
Okay.
Perhaps predictably by now, her version went a little bit differently.
Oh. Oh, God. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Pressure. No. It's okay. We just want to get your side of the story.
Courtney claimed that there was no issue until the neighbor's father interrupted. She said nothing about making romantic or advances. In the end, the situation was resolved without any criminal charges being filed. However, that wasn't the case when it came to the pending investigation into Christian's death. After the run-in with the neighbors, Courtney enrolled herself in an inpatient treatment program for substance abuse and post-traumatic stress located in Hawaii. It wasn't until 4 months after Christian died, once all the digital evidence, like text messages and videos, had been thoroughly reviewed and prosecutors agreed how to move forward, that a warrant was issued for her arrest. On August 10th, the Hawaii facility was raided by a SWAT team who took Courtney into custody. Preparations to extradite her back to Florida were underway, but Courtney chose to return voluntarily. But that wasn't the only arrest that was made. In January 2024, nearly 2 years since Christian's death, warrants were also issued for the arrest of Courtney's parents, Kim and Deborah.
There are warrants for you and your wife's arrest? What? I know.
Courtney's mom, Deborah, took the news even harder.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Deborah.
So,
No,
I'm not okay.
I know.
Nobody's going to hurt you. I understand. I mean, you're physically okay.
Whole deal is she was persecuted by that mother. She's getting persecuted now, and now we're getting persecuted.
What
it came
the
to the attention
fuck?
of law enforcement that Christian's laptop had been removed from the apartment. Police alleged that Courtney's parents had considered with her defense attorneys to remove incriminating evidence from the laptop before.
Which also means y'all should be held responsible for tampering with evidence, which is accessory after the fact. Is it not?
Yeah.
Legal.
Yeah.
Could be used in court. However, there was no evidence found against the parents or the attorneys, and ultimately the charges against Kim and Deborah Clenny were dropped, while the attorneys were never charged in relation to these allegations. But the same couldn't be said for Courtney. She remains in jail without bond as she awaits trial for the charge of second-degree murder. In her court appearance on November 15, 2024, the judge denied a bond again. Until the trial is complete, we won't know what really happened to Christian Abumseli, or if justice has indeed been served. It's important to note that all persons charged with a crime are presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty in a court of law.
So she's just not going to court for it.
Mm-hmm.
So she probably hasn't been in trial 100%. Because 9 times out of 10, they're going to constantly keep pushing it back to kind of weigh it out of people's minds and get a
yeah.
Is second degree murder the best charge? I'll say so.
Mm-hmm.
But even though it feels like first degree because she has previously did certain things to him, to get it to stick, to me, first degree probably is the best. I mean, second degree is probably the best. To get it to be able to stick and get a proper conviction. It'll be hard to get a conviction of first degree.
First degree, yeah.
Even though I feel like it was first degree, because when she went to get that knife, she already knew what she was of intent.
Yeah.
But I don't think it'll be easy to, it'll be way harder to convict her.
With the first degree,
With first degree.
And if you definitely want to convict her, then the best is to...
Second degree.
Second degree.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all. Child.
Yeah. It's one of those things.
This was a lie.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Y'all spam us up in the comments, man. Let us know y'all thoughts about it for us in the comment section down below. But until next time, y'all know how it go, man. I do go by the name DJ New Kid. This is
Sierra Nicole.
We are.
Kid and C.
We out.
Peace.
No time to kick it, got a stack to flip for my folks. Dollar, 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 dollar.